Taxpayers will likely be on the hook for multi-million-dollar settlements involving police misconduct. A city council committee approved the dollar amounts for 4 people wrongfully convicted.
Their cases involve former high-profile Chicago police detectives and supervisors. Investigative reporter Dave Savini tracks the money.
There are 25 men known right now that's still rotting in prison for being wrongfully convicted.
The Chicago City Council Finance Committee approved more than $33 million in lawsuit settlements connected to 3 former Chicago police officials after decades worth of wrongful arrests, false confessions, and misconduct.
On the advice of my attorney, I assert my Fifth Amendment rights.
The largest settlement approved is related to Detective Reynaldo Guevara for $17.5 million after Thomas Sierra was freed in 2018 from a 22-year prison sentence.
For years, I've been fighting and saying, hey, I've been innocent.
Guevara, who retired from the force with a pension in 2005, continues to cost taxpayers millions of dollars in legal fees to defend scores of lawsuits connected to him and tens of millions more in settlements for allegedly framing innocent people in the 1980s and 90s.
There's no way that we can fix this without accountability.
Another settlement for $8.75 million is connected to former Detective Jon Burge and his crew.
I'm not at liberty to say anything.
Burge was ultimately convicted of lying under oath, served only 4 years in prison, and died in 2018.
Now the city of Chicago knows, which they already knew, but now is out there, that we have been telling the truth for years and years and years.
Another $7.75 million settlement approved for Clarissa Glenn and Ben Baker for their wrongful convictions related to former Sergeant Ronald Watts, who was accused of terrorizing men and women around the Ida B. Wells housing development in Bronzeville back in the early 2000s. Watts was convicted of shaking down drug dealers during an FBI sting. The full city council is expected to vote on these settlements later this week. In the newsroom, Dave Savini, CBS News Chicago Investigators.